Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to show you how to really easily blend your eyeshadows, so if you're interested, then just keep on watching. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and get started with the Jaclyn Hill X Morphe palette. I already have my face makeup on because I'm just showing you guys how I get a really seamless blend on my eye. So first I'm going to be taking the Morphe M441. This is just a really light, fluffy, loose brush that's going to help deposit a color pretty sheer on my eye. So I'm going to start with the lightest color and work my way to the darkest, as well as I'm going to start with the fluffiest brush and work my way to the smallest and densest brush. To start, I'm going to take this really light cream shade. Make sure to put it just on the tip of this brush, knock off the excess, and then I'm just going to buff this right into the crease. And I'm using extremely light pressure. Make sure that you're being very aware of how much pressure you're using. I don't always do this step, but if you're just learning how to do eyeshadow, I think it's very beneficial. I'm going to take the same brush and use the color that is right next to this, just about a shade darker. And I'm just going to make sure that I put this in the exact same area, except I don't fluff and blend it out just as much. Next, I'm going to be taking a denser brush. This is the M433. It's a little bit smaller, still a fluffy brush. So now I'm going to take this mauve color. I'm going to close my eye, just kind of stamp it where I want it. When you're going in with a darker color, and I'm going to close my eye and just kind of stamp it where I want it. When you're going in with a darker color, it's easier to stamp the color kind of by like pressing back and forth rather than smearing and blending it everywhere. And then we're going to really lightly go right around our eyeball. You should be able to like feel your eyeball and just be able to kind of go right above it really gently. And once we have that, we have an insane gradient. I used 3 shades and it's probably taken me less than a minute. And it already looks like I have spent 20 hours blending one shade. But whenever you do it in steps and layers like this process I'm showing you, it's going to create a much quicker blend. So I'm going to go in with that same color, a different brush. This one's just a bit tinier. And I'm just going to buff that really, really low. It's okay if it gets on the lid, because you can either put a matte shade on the lid or whichever shade you want. And I like to go back to the same brush we used in the beginning and just very, very lightly, again, we're using light pressure with all of these colors, just kind of mesh them all together and blend them once over really good. Then I'm going to go ahead and brush this powder off. That is a really easy way to get such a quick blend and such a quick eye look. Of course, if you want to highlight your brow bone and your inner corner, it's going to make your eye look way more intense. So I'm going to demonstrate that really quickly, and then I will show you guys what it looks like finished. So I'm going to use this shade Funny Girl from this Tartelette palette. It's a really, really, really pretty shimmery, like champagne color. Take it on a little detail brush, and I'm just going to push or press, whichever, right onto that inner corner. And then just kind of drag it up a bit. Sometimes I use my pinky to kind of blend it out, so I like to just rub that bottom edge. I'm going to do this eye off camera real quick and then I'll be right back. So now that I've finished my top eyeshadow, what I just do for the bottom is take like a little brush and just smudge a shade underneath there. I don't really do anything too fancy. If you kind of squint your eyes, it'll help give you like a more sultry effect. With a little liner brush and use a shade just a bit darker. Now I'm going to use some CoverGirl Lash Blast. Now with such a simple makeup look, I personally don't think that you need lashes. If you feel like you need them, you can go ahead and add them now. I'm actually going to do without today. I'm going to spritz my face with this rose water spray. You guys know I cannot live without that spray. Then I'm going to highlight with the shade Charmer from the Tartelette palette, the same one I used to highlight my eyes. So now I'm just going to line my lips with the Rimmel London shade Natural. I'm going to use the Milani Matte shade Adorable on all of my lips, and then in the middle I'm going to put this Posh lipstick in the shade Nudist. Alright guys, this look is complete. That is how I easily blend my eyeshadow, and some of the best tips and tricks that I can give you guys to understand how to make it look like that. The noise you hear is my dog running through my house. I'm sorry. I will see you guys all in my next one. Until then, bye!